Hello อาจารย์หนอง
Hello อาจารย์ Sa, how are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good.
Okay. So what are we going to talk about today?
Today,
Yes.
we are going to talk about issues in reading.
Oh, there are.
Issues, not tissue. Issue in
Okay.
reading. So we have different issues in reading. Yes. And this is today's focus.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the issues are importance of reading.
Yes, because reading is important. We will show you how reading is important.
And then we will talk about identifying text purposes.
Yes, we have different purposes of writing. Mhm.
And the last one is reading academic text,
Yes, which is
is important.
for this course.
Okay.
Yep. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Because
I'm
we are
ready.
ready. Now let's start with why reading matters. Why does it matter?
Why does it importance
Yeah.
to us?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
In a world where entertainment is right in our hands, you may ask yourself, what is the point of reading? In today's fast-paced world, reading is becoming a dying habit because there are faster alternatives to consume on social media. I read about a book a month, so I'm going to give you my top 10 reasons on why reading is important and why you should read. 1. Reading is food for the brain. In my opinion, this is the biggest reason why reading is important. Just like how our body needs food to sustain itself and function optimally, our brain needs to continue learning new things to function at peak performance. The best part is that you can read fiction and non-fiction to get this benefit. Studies have shown that reading has the power to change your brain structure, which makes you more empathetic and improves cognitive processes. By reading more, you become smarter since you're consuming a lot of information and you keep your brain in top shape. There's this quote from Game of Thrones that sums up this point nicely. My brother has his sword, King Robert has his warhammer, and I have my mind. And a mind needs books as a sword needs a whetstone, if it is to keep its edge. Tyrion Lannister. 2. You become better at conversations. Books help expand your vocabulary, which you can then use to express yourself better. Your speech will then be more refined and intelligent. Also, since reading widens your knowledge, you are empowered to participate in an interesting conversation. With the knowledge you gain from reading, you can add a unique perspective or sustain your argument. In this case, reading nonfiction can be better because you can learn about topics that show up more often in a regular conversation, like technology. But there are also instances where reading fiction can be better, like when there's a new popular movie out based on a book and you read the original source material. 3. You can get mentored by a successful person for a very cheap price. Think about how much a successful person's knowledge is worth. People are willing to pay millions to have lunch with Warren Buffett. If you're a normal person like me, you don't have that kind of money. But with books, you can get mentored by a successful person for less than $50. A book is literally the exact words, ideas, mindsets, advice, and even the experience of the author put into a collection of papers. It's almost like if the person is right there next to you, speaking to you. 75 of self-made millionaires reported that they read at least 2 books a month. The knowledge you can get from reading is irreplaceable. 4. Reading improves your focus and concentration. In our fast-paced world today, our attention spans are really short. Reading a book can help fix this because when you read, your attention is only focused on the story and you can be fully immersed. You might even achieve a flow state where you are 100% focused and forget about the world around you. Try reading for 10 to 20 minutes before work on your morning commute, and you might find yourself more focused and productive at the office. 5. Reading opens your mind. As a reader, you will interact with different stories from different people with different ideas and beliefs. This helps open your mind and be more accepting of others, as well as improve your ability to judge other people's character. 6. Reading helps relax you. When you are reading something good, your mind is more relaxed, and the subject you are reading about might even bring inner peace. If you are reading fiction, while you may not be fed the images and sound like when you are watching a movie, you can experience the images and sound with your imagination. The feeling you get from finishing a book can be better than the feeling of finishing a Netflix episode. 7. Reading helps improve your memory. Whether you are following your favorite character through their journey or remembering tips on how to make more money, you will be using the memory area of your brain and keep it active. When you really need to remember something important, it will be easier. Every new memory you make creates synapses or brain pathways and strengthens existing ones, so memorizing will get easier. 8. Reading helps you make decisions better. When you are armed with all sorts of knowledge, making a decision can be easier because you see all possible options. You can make educated guesses on how each choice will play out and pick the one you like best. 9. Reading can help you sleep better. It can be hard to sleep when there's a lot of things going on in your mind. Reading for a short period of time can help push away what is bothering you internally. Also, we often use electronics late at night, which don't exactly help us sleep better because bright lights signal our brain it's time to wake up. Reading a book instead can help, but make sure you put it down once it's time to sleep. 10. You become who you are meant to be. This is a bit cheesy, but by reading, you can change your personality or beliefs. Books open up completely new worlds for us to grow and develop as a person. Do you read often? Leave a comment below and check out this playlist of book summaries. In a world
Okay.
How was the video?
It was exciting.
Yeah, and interesting, right?
Very interesting.
Yeah, but before we go on, we would like to sum up for you the 10 points, the 10 reasons why you should read.
Okay.
Okay, the first one is reading is good for brain. Like in your video, it says that you need food and your brain needs food as well.
Okay.
Yep, and the second one.
Reading helps you become better at conversations.
Yes. And number 3 is you can get mentored by a successful person for a very cheap price.
Do you want to explain why is it? Why? What is mentored?
Mentor is under
Like-
supervision by someone.
Okay, like
Yes.
coaching.
Yes, like
teaching.
coaching.
Okay.
Yes. So instead of buying a package for a very expensive price to get advice, you read their books and then you get ideas how to
Okay.
become successful.
Okay.
And number 4,
Reading improves your focus and concentration.
yes, because when you read, you have to concentrate, right?
You have more focus.
Yes.
Right.
And number 5 is reading opens your mind. Number 6,
Reading helps relax you.
yes.
It helps me go to sleep sometimes.
And number 7, reading helps improve your memory. I think because you have to remember, you have to memorize a lot of things in when you read, so it's kind of practice your memory. And number 8,
Reading helps you make decisions better.
because you have more information.
You gain knowledge from reading.
Yes. And then when it comes to deciding something,
You have more information before deciding something.
yes. And number 9, reading helps you sleep better, like you
Yes,
like you said
from
before.
my experience.
From my experience as well. When I read, I think I fall asleep easier, much easier.
Because reading, I think, calms you down.
Yes, calm you down, and then my eyes are fatigued. I usually turn the lights off. Yeah, that's a very bad habit. Don't do that. But I read on my iPad.
Okay.
I usually read on my iPad and then turn the lights off because I'm ready to sleep. So I turn the lights off.
Last one, you become who you are meant to be.
Yes, this is very important, right? So I think there are more than 10 benefits.
Yeah, I think reading is important in many different ways.
Yes. And maybe if you can think of any more,
Do you have any ideas you can share with us?
yeah, you can share with your
Teachers too.
lecturer
Okay.
next week. Yes? Okay, what is next? So that's the general ideas of reading. Now
Yes.
we are studying English, right? So we have to narrow down to the benefits of reading on language learning.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the benefits of reading on language learning?
Yeah.
Yep.
There are a lot of benefits
Yeah.
for when you learn a language.
Mhm.
Reading helps you a lot.
Yes.
Without without you realizing.
Yes. So in other words, you may not realize that you are learning something new, which is important, right? Let's go to the first one.
Okay.
Vocabulary expansion. What is the meaning of expansion? Expansion is when you expand something.
You get bigger.
Yes, bigger size of something.
So you have more vocabulary.
Yes,
You know more words.
yes,
Okay.
you know more words.
Yes. Sometimes, like when I read, when I was younger, I don't know all the words in the book on that reading page. But then I see it, and then the next time I see it, and I recognize.
Yes,
So that's one way of learning.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Later on, I can look it up in a dictionary or something like that.
Let me share my experience.
Okay.
Because especially when I read news, I really want to know what really is happening. So I need to know the words in order to get involved in the situation. That's the way I learn new vocabulary, new words, new English words. Yes.
Especially drama ใช่ไหม
Drama
drama news
and politics news.
Okay.
And the second one is students who read extensively also make gains in writing proficiency.
How is that possible จันอ๋อง
Right. For example, if you read news, you get the sentence patterns of writing news.
You might not notice the pattern for the first time, right?
Yes, yes.
But then if you read more and more extensively,
Yes.
right? More and more, then you see that in writing this kind, like in news, they're writing in one way,
Yes.
and in magazine,
Yes.
they write in another way.
And,
So
and short story, for
Yes.
example, they have different ways of writing different genres. For example, I read fiction and short story, for example. I get the idea of how short story should be written. It should be short, it should be concise, it should have audience attentions, right?
yes,
Uh-huh.
but in novel, in a long story, they
Uh-huh.
write in different way,
Yes.
more descriptive.
Sometimes it's boring. Yeah, more descriptive. Yeah, more descriptive. That's the key
They
word.
explain more,
Yeah.
right? About the sky, about the feeling inside.
Sky is blue, so is a merry feeling, for example.
Yeah, something like that.
And the last one is it helps you develop a habit of thinking in English. Why is this important?
I think if you read more and then you get accustomed to, you get used to seeing it,
Yes.
then eventually, automatically, you start thinking in English too.
Yes. And one top secret of being fluent in English is you have to think in English.
It helps you better,
Yes.
right? You learn faster when you think in English.
Yes.
But all of these, they don't happen in just one night, right?
Yes, yes. It takes time.
Learning from reading takes time.
Yeah, so you have to be patient.
And
It took us how many years?
long,
20 each years.
but not that long. But
But yeah.
but after some time, you might realize that you become better
Yeah.
in your
Be
learning
patient.
language. Yeah.
Give time to yourself. That's my advice.
What else?
Yeah, these are just our examples. If you can think of any more examples,
I
let your
think
teacher
yeah.
know.
Reading might benefit you in different ways.
Yes.
So try to reflect on your experience. Try to think back. Does reading helps you in a different way more than this? Then if you can reflect your learning in the past, then it might helps you in the future too.
Yeah,
Especially in this course.
yeah. Good luck. And now we now move on to the other purpose of writing. We have different purpose of writing. Why do we need to know that, พี่สาอาจารย์สา Because we have to read for purposes. If we for example, if we read something convincing, we have to realize that this text is convincing us. So we have to be aware of the purpose of writing.
Yes.
Yes.
So when you, if you understand the purpose of the author when he or she is writing something, then you can understand it better.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we have three major purposes of writing. The first one is to inform. To inform is the primary purpose of texts that are written to inform is to enlighten the reader or provide the reader with information about topic. For example, if you want to know about origami, you
To
can
give information,
to
right?
give information how to do it, or history or copyright, for example, to inform. In like information is a noun and verb is to inform someone or something.
So we can find this kind of writing in instructions,
Yes,
in
instruction,
manuals,
manual,
uh,
encyclopedia,
uh-huh,
and documentary.
dictionary,
Right? Dictionary, yeah.
sometimes in magazine too,
Yeah, in some sections.
in some sections.
What is number two?
To persuade,
Uh-huh.
to convince you for doing something.
Yes.
Right.
For the readers to take action, to convince them to often idea through argument.
Yes. The most outstanding example is in advertisement.
Yes. Yes.
That person wants you.
Buy.
The person wants you to buy something.
Buy it now
So
or never.
yeah,
And
buy now or regret later.
Yeah, buy now or regret later. Campaign speech, like global warming, for example, to save the world, and persuasive later. And the last one is
To entertain.
to entertain. So to entertain is to amuse readers, to make readers fun. But it
To make reader feel something.
Yeah.
Maybe to sad.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
you feel sad. To
Yes.
make you feel.
it doesn't have to be happy all the time. But
Right.
it could be
Right.
tragedy. But the main reason is to amuse
Entertain.
readers, to
Yeah.
entertain readers.
So mostly we find this purpose of writing in fiction.
Yeah,
in
fiction,
story, yeah.
story and poem. Now, our role has ended.
Oh.
It's your turn. It's students' turn to
Okay.
do exercise, some little exercise. In your worksheet, you get 3 examples of text.
Now you have to identify what is the purpose of the author in writing these texts.
Yes. Okay. Ah, พูดต่อได้เลยเนาะ โอเค
Well, have you finished it?
Yeah.
It's not that difficult, right?
Yes.
This is just to prepare you for the following lesson.
Yes. So the first one is the recent studies in the sphere have proved beyond the shadow of any doubt.
Oh, that's long. But what's your answer?
The answer, before we get the answer, I would like to explain a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, if you see the first paragraph, it gives reasons, it gives the evidence, it gives the arguments of global warming, it gives how bad, how terrible it is. And the second paragraph, it says that it's not just the responsibility of the government to take steps for preventing deaths. It is high time to make strong decision and unite in order to protect our land.
The choice of word suggests that the reader should do something.
Should take action, should do
Stand
something.
up, do something.
Yes, so it is to persuade.
Yes.
The first one is to persuade. Not difficult, right? Try to have an inner like me.
When
It's
you
not
read,
just the responsibility.
when you read, now you have to act like a
Yes.
Chan Ong.
Yes. And the second one is a poem, right? It sounds like a poem. He claps the crack with crooked hands. Twas to the sun in lonely lands. This is famous. It's about this is a poem, so obviously it's to entertain readers.
entertain.
Yes. And the third one.
The last one is quite obvious, right? Because it might be taken from
Wikipedia.
Yes.
Origami, Japanese pronunciation from origami, meaning folding, and kami means so to inform. It's very informative,
to
right?
give information is to inform.
Yes. Can you explain about being informative? It's like contains information, right?
Yes.
Okay, shall we move on
Yes, let's move on to
Yeah.
the next topic.
to the last topic of today? Congratulations. Academic text.
Wow.
Academic text. This one is academic English, right? So we have to know about academic text. Um, so the writing style of an academic text it is formal, right? It is formal. It usually uses impersonal or the third pronoun, but
Right.
maybe it's not every case. But yeah, it's most of the time they write in impersonal text in academic.
So mostly we don't find the word I
Yeah.
in academic text.
Yes. It's possible to find the word I, but it's
Possible.
possible, but
But
it's
not-
rare. And the last, and the third one is precise. So the author who writes academic text needs to be precise. It's not like fiction that we talk about early on, right? Like, the sky is clear, blue. That's not precise. It's not to the point. The precise is to the point. And cautious. They have to be really cautious about writing. And nature of academic text. Usually they use of sources, quotations. The reasons why we use sources and quotations is because we have to prove the reliability. Academic texts need to be reliable.
Yes.
So we have to use citations or quotations and vocabulary of a specific field. That's why sometimes it's difficult to understand, right? Academic text. That's it.
That's the end.
That's the end of today's lesson. See you next week,
Okay.
Ajahn Sat
Okay.
and my lovely students. We hope that you gain something from today's lessons.
And I hope you enjoy watching
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Stay safe.
Okay.
Wear mask. Stay dry.
Enjoy learning.
Enjoy learning. Bye bye.
See you.
See you.
ค่ะ
เสร็จแล้ว
เสร็จแล้ว